The Age of Snow, Day and Night, Alliances, New traits, Sussy Among Us, and even Come. Clan. I can't be the only one who saw Come first. And whatever all of these buttons are, all of which will be found and explored in the 0.15 WorldBox update. It's been 7 months since the last update, all the way back May 25th, 2022. Update 0.14, called the Everything Box update, dropped all of this content that fell straight into the bottomless pit that's called the WorldBox fanbase's stomach. The Everything Box update just did not have enough, and so the developers have been slaving away for many months to try and add more content to the game. But they always have to release it in riddles, cause why wouldn't they? Removed some question mark buttons. Something new here, you gotta find it! Exclamation mark, red exclamation mark, question mark, enhance question mark as they blur everything out. I just feel so teased and powerless. So let's figure this out. And in order to do that, we gotta go all the way back to the beginning. On July 5th, 2022, the first mention of WorldBox version 0.15 was sent out into their Discord announcements. And oh boy, did my blood start boiling. Adrenaline filled my veins faster than a snail when you're not looking. And with that announcement, they gave us our first sneak peek, Age of Dark, work in progress, with a video. So immediately there doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary watching the video. Then all of a sudden all the lights go on and the light starts to fade, immediately announcing the super long awaited day and night cycle. I just can't believe that it wasn't in the game sooner. Even showcasing in the bottom left that some ores even give off the light. At least at this point in development, it seems as though only the watchtowers and the campfires actually give off light. You could see a lot of the houses are actually in darkness. About 2 weeks later, on July 19th, Maxime announced, boop, what in the hex box? I don't know what that means. With this riddle of enhance question mark, even a blurred out image with two maybe world laws of the day and the night. Now this looks pog, especially because there's so many others and they're all just squares, so you can't really guesstimate on what they're gonna be. But if it relates to day and night, maybe it'll be more passive environmental world laws. And why is day and night separated by one? What goes in between them? Dawn or dusk? And if I load into WorldBox here, we can go to the world laws and actually look at the world law menu. Look at that. So that's the icon for the world laws. And based off of this image, we could actually see a little snippet of that same icon, which means this is in the world laws tab or window, if you will. And I don't think I could unblur this, but even with the blurriness, you could tell it's changed a lot from this to whatever this is. So day and night being announced, definitely being the first thing the developers focused on. The next teaser being another 2 weeks, August 1st, where Maxime the developer tweeted, so what is a good title for 100 years of long winter? Era of snow? Age of cold? Attached to it being this video where we actually see snowflakes falling, which we've never seen any weather effect like that in WorldBox before. With that, obviously hinting towards maybe even seasons, which we can go back to the world laws section and maybe even fill these in with some seasons. So maybe this one could be summer, autumn or fall, spring and winter. Maybe not in that order, obviously, but it would make sense where you'd be able to turn it on and off maybe if you wanted one to last forever or however long you wanted. Later in the same month, we get another announcement. Hey yo, with a ton of rose emojis, a house, and some more roses. He gives us a riddle. Roses are red, violets are blue, but what is this? You look at the image and immediately what stands out is the Sussy Among Us up here. I'm sure he did that on purpose. There's no way. The roses are definitely referring to this button. Who would have thought? Because there's roses. And thinking about what this button can mean, we gotta look at the rose. Roses are most commonly associated with love and romance, secrecy or confidentiality, but obviously more commonly known for love and romance. Maybe hinting towards alliances, but nobody really could figure it out. We had to wait over an entire month for another announcement, just scratching our heads about what a friggin' rose would mean. And why is there a Sussy Among Us? Finally, on September 28th, Maxime finally announced something. Boop! With the emojis cross, swords, shield, rose, house, plus ear, plus winking wizard, question marks, what? With the message added more buttons, removed some buttons. Link to it this image. We've gotten another button, and whatever this is. 2 buttons, and then removed some buttons? One of the question marks is gone, which is intriguing because in the game currently, these buttons have been here for a long time, these 4 question marks. So it's either been removed or it's just been revealed to what it is, which is the shield, which throws off our whole old theory because this looks like it would represent alliances much more, right? A group of shields chained together, maybe meaning like an alliance. They're gonna defend each other through their pact or whatever. So then what does the rose mean? And what the frig is this? So this image threw the community for a loop, that's for sure. And I want to throw in a wild theory where maybe the ear can mean like more sound effects or even music. 2 weeks later, on October 13th, Maxime finally announced the update. However, he didn't tell us what it's called. Up here though, he put a shield emoji in the middle. Update announced. It has been planned to be released in mid-December this year, which for everybody anybody like me who's been waiting for this update. It, at the time being only October 13th, really tore my heart out. But then he goes on to say it will be the biggest update yet, exclamation mark. It will have 5 important features, improvements, some of them you can already guess. More teasers and info about other ones later, which put a band-aid on my heart, I guess. But what is the update called? We should be able to figure it out, right? After all, we do have the first and last letter. So I went to Twitter to see if somebody has any ideas of what it could be. W but December. Oh no. Moonbox? So it's either the Minimax update, the Milliex update, or the Mailbox update. What is that? I don't even know what that word is. Another person said that. What does that word mean? A person's social environment. I don't think that's what the update's gonna be called. So basically, I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. Let me know in the comments what you think that means. Not even a week later, Maxime said whoop whoop. Preview of the new window mechanic from the next update. And it's looking pretty sick. And immediately what stands out to me is that this is the chain shield button. This is what that's gonna look like. Unity of Updog. Founders, maybe 2 different people, and founder kingdoms, 2 different empires. Date, that's the time they did it. They have 2 kingdoms. So with that being said, this is literally what we've been waiting for. Alliances, here's even their 2 flags. And then another entire month later, Maxime posts something new here, focusing on a person, a child, named Elonek, with a whole new revamped window, showing statuses and traits. Those are gonna be separated now, showing whatever they have in their inventory, how old they are, and then we got more buttons down here with another Sussy Among Us, showing us the person's kingdom down here. I'm sure this is their culture, and I don't know what the roses is, dude. Everything with the rose just includes a Sussy Among Us. What does that mean? Imposter, maybe? Maybe some sort of like alliance drama where one's gonna backstab? The Among Us has to mean something, right? Maybe it's just relationships with other kingdoms. It could be that. But let's look at these traits. This kind of looks like it would just be the strong trait, which we already have. Maybe like a glowy trait and a night owl trait, something where like they might be stronger in the night. And I think this is just the blessed trait, except now it's considered a status. And with all of that, that has shown us a lot, but there are still 2 more things to be seen. First of all, this is the first time Mastiff has announced anything in a long time. At everyone, dragons are cool too, where he's just said debugging be like with this chaotic video. There's little robots running around dying to all the dragons flying around, whatever these glitches are. He said debugging, but with the colors? He said debugging, but with the colors, they feel very reminiscent to what is already in the game. Now, if we go into WorldBox, I'll show you. Over on the other various powers tab, we got the Conway Game of Life and the Conway Game of Life, except that, well, except one is purple, right? Where it kind of like, I don't even know what that does. And then one is green. I don't, like, it's just the buggiest, like, what even is it, dude? What even is this? So maybe they're just revamping that? But even the more obvious thing with it saying clan just reinforces the idea of alliances. Oh, Mike, I wasn't the only one who saw come. Last but not least, November 26th, Maxime has announced a red exclamation mark, question mark, red question mark, an emoji called aliens. With the very revealing video, first of all, pause, straight off the bat, there's an exclamation mark over the head of the king right here. What does that mean? I don't know. That's new. Maybe we'll be able to see what kings and everything are more feeling or thinking, rather. Maybe they want to go to war. It might give you little hint bubbles. Who knows? Or maybe it's just showing little emotions as they get startled by something. And then as he zooms out, we start to see these buttons. Now, finally, we actually have them all filled in with a new one. Little quotation bubbles, which is probably literally just little emotional cues of little dudes. Like if a bear starts running at them, it might flash a little exclamation mark. It might show their curiosity if they have a question mark. Who knows, dude? I don't know. I still don't know what the roses mean. This probably means alliances, and who even knows what this is? So with all of that being said, I have no idea what's happening. I hope this was informative, and the update should be coming out anytime now this month, unless they delay it. I have no reason to think they would, but it's always possible when you're developing a game. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm excited. Goodbye.